Hello everybody, it's here to you, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. The past couple thousand episodes, at least that's what it feels like, we've been taking care of a bunch of side quests across the Wasteland and Gerudo regions. And we're not quite done yet, but there's a very big reason why I'm going to leave this area now. And the big reason is because we're now heads towards that direction. Because I'm sure you've been curious about that giant flying thingy for a while, and now we're finally going to be going over there. We're not going to be starting that in this video, but it's going to take a little while to get over there. But without further ado, let's get going. And I get to climb all the way back up there. Isn't that fun? Except we don't get skip travel or something. One jump cut later, over there is the Wasteland region. We can see the Divine Beasts of Naboris up there. And the Great Plateau is this way. But that's not where we're going to be going. We'll be going over here because we're going to be taking care of a couple shrines and side quests as we go off on our journey. Basically, our goal is to open up another tower in this video, and we might open up a second one, I'm not quite sure yet. But we're going to be going over here, and before we talk to anybody here, I want to take care of a shrine in this place, because it is bothering me that we never did. There's a shrine near the stable that we could have gotten, and we probably should have from the very beginning, because we did come to the outskirts stable a long time ago to take care of, to get a collectible that we need for a side quest a long time ago, but we didn't finish the shrine here, and that would have been such a great fast travel point for practicing for this video, but I digress. I know what that means by here all the time. Rota, ooh, shrine. That's for the shrine. I am Rota. Ooh, name the goddess I offer this trial. Passing of the gates, Rota. Ooh, shrine. Let me in! Let me in! Let me in! Well, fine, then I have to find a key. I see how it is. So, this switch right here, I'm not going to waste arrows demonstrating this right now, but it's going to be one of those switches that's going to cause things to occur, because that's usually what switches do, unless you're playing on a Switch, in which case that's the game console you're playing on, and things like that. That was a very well-structured sentence, when I was trying to be vague and cryptic about things I don't need to be vague and cryptic about. So we go over this way now. As soon as we can get there we go. It's a little difficult to line up that one, but this is basically what we want to do. So we go over here and open up the treasure chest. Unfortunately, this one isn't metallic, so you do have to go around. There's probably some clever way to jump over this railing or something like that that I'm not smart enough to figure out on my own. With that taken care of, let's head back over here, because now that we have a small key, we can open a locked door. Ooh, it's like that's what they were made for. That's still like the coolest door opening animation ever. And now that we have this spirit door, we can toss it over here, and now we can use our arrows. That's what we want to do. Activate the switch, and that'll cause the thing to rotate. That activates a platform over on the other side of the wall, which will send Link flying upwards. Alright, so this game unfortunately doesn't have the cool animation of Link rising slowly upwards as a treasure chest spawns, but it's probably like the next best thing to have him just fly into the sky like that, as the cutscene goes and things like that. It's always really funny. And unnecessary epicness! Okay. Huh? I'm gonna need to slow down the video on that one to see what happened. I think we got hit by the treasure chest, but okay. Well, we got both the treasure chests in this place, and we completed everything else, so let's go talk to the monk. And the levitating ring thingies make me think of that Marvel movie that's coming out soon. I'm really looking forward to it. Your resourcefulness in overcoming this trial speaks to the promise of a hero. In the name of the goddess Ida, I bestow upon you the spirit of. May the goddess smile upon you. And also, as I fade away, there's something important I must tell you. You've now completed 64 shrines in episode 64, just like Nintendo 64. Yes! It happened! That was like my one big wish with this Let's Play. And when I recorded the original episode 64, we were just a couple shrines too short of achieving that. But thankfully, that's what we were doing this for. We're recording these just a little bit out of order, so the shrine counter seems a little off if you're watching the order of the playlist. That's the big reason why. Because I wanted the 64th shrine to be completed in the 64th episode, and we did it, and it's awesome! So welcome to the Outskirts Stable. This person over here is who we're going to talk to next. Hey, welcome. Bye. Thanks for coming by. Alright, fine, I'll talk to you. Is it that obvious? I'm into horses, so I got a job with the Stable Association, which is great and all, but they dispatched me here in the middle of nowhere, which I can handle. But they have me working around the clock. I feel so hazy all the time. Sounds rough. If only I could eat some meat for energy, but the stable meal's for a vegetarian for the most part. What I wouldn't do for some fresh-caught raw gourmet meat. A rare find. So, on screen right now, you're going to see all the locations that you can get a rare gourmet meat. Mostly from like animals out in the wild you can find them in. I don't believe you can find them in... I don't believe you can buy them in shops or anything like that. The cooked version can be found if you go to the Girdle Town. Unfortunately, there's no way to turn that back into the rare gourmet meat. Once it's cooked, it's just going to stay like that. And if you drop it off into a frozen area, then it's going to turn into a frozen meat instead. So you have to find out in the wild. There's no place where you can go and buy it. But thankfully, we're in this area, and it's hopefully going to be easy for us to find one. When I was practicing for this video, it's pretty easy to get the thing that we needed. So whenever you're hunting wolves and things like that, chances are they're going to appear. Yep, there they are. That was the first one that we found, and it was pretty awesome. So I'm not going to push my luck with this. I'm just going to move onwards. And before we do anything else, I want to go back to Rota Town. It's this one. I want to go back to Rota Town real quick to take care of something. But as I do that, I would like to also explain that if you've gone to the northwestern part of the map, you'll come across a region called the Hebrew region. This place is probably one of the better ones to find things like those wolves or the moose that will drop the rare gourmet meat. So that's probably like the one better place to look for them. But this is my personal favorite spot to take care of this side quest, because the wolves are always going to be right next to that shrine, and they usually always drop the rare gourmet meat, and that's pretty useful. This is a big reason why I wanted to return to Rota Town, because we have plenty of spirit orbs, so we desperately need stamina. We have not upgraded stamina in a very long time, so I'm going to be upgrading these for a bit. I'm not going to be using all my spirit orbs right now, because I don't want us to get too powerful before moving on to the next area, so that in case people are watching out of order, then it's not too much of a big gap in power and things like that. So we're going to at least get, let's get 2 more. That's not what I wanted. Go away! Okay, it's gonna bother me if we don't have the full second ring, so why not? We have enough spirit orbs. Let's finally do this. The second ring is complete. And if you continue upgrading from there, then you can have a third ring. But, like I said, it's impossible to fully upgrade the stamina vessel and the heart containers in the same playthrough, which is really, really lame. I really wish that wasn't the case, but unfortunately that's just how it is. So, we're going to be focusing on having a complete set of heart containers over stamina vessels and things like that. So, how many more heart containers do we need for the Master Sword? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Banana, Eggnog, Splatoon, Xenoblade, Tomb Raider. We actually have just enough heart containers to go and get the Master Sword now if we really want to. I believe the requirement is 13. We currently have 14 heart containers right now, but we're not going to be doing that yet. In due time, we will. But in the meantime, we do Stamina Vessel! Woo! So as we go across this area, let's go over here and talk to you. Welcome. What I wouldn't do for some fresh caught raw gourmet meat. Oh, that meaty aroma. You don't happen to have any raw gourmet meat on you, do you? I'm no freeloader, of course. I'll pay you well if you split it with me. No. Oh, I want to eat meat so bad I'm starting to hallucinate smells. Oh, this poor guy, I feel bad for him. Like, I don't think I could ever have, like, a purely vegetarian diet because, like, I absolutely love cheeseburgers. Well, I guess garden burgers are a thing. And the Impossible Whopper. Although Impossible Whoppers are weird. Well, you don't have to tell me twice. I'll take one. Does 100 rubies work for you? And we get a silver ruby. Thanks to you, I'm starting to feel better about this job. I'm going to really work my hardest. If you get hold of any more raw gourmet meat, hook me up. This is honestly probably one of the better places to grind up on rubies with, because just do that shortcut that I told you before where you go to that one shrine and their wolves are literally right there. Just get a bunch of raw gourmet meat, come back to this guy, and you can get a couple thousand rubies very easily. It's a very great way to grind up on rubies. A long time back, my grandfather told me that he once saw the royal family's white horse grazing on Safula Hill. The thing is, just the other day, one of our customers said he saw a white horse on Safula Hill recently. Could it be a relative of the royal family's white horse from my grandfather's day? Well, if you happen to see a white horse on your travels, do you think you could bring it back to me? I apologize for that sudden jump cut. I hiccuped like twice in the middle of trying to record that line. Leave it to me! Thank you. If you see the white horse, please register it at the stable and bring it to me. The white horse on Safula Hill supposedly has a beautiful, pure white coat without any mottling. I hear it's very elusive, though. Good luck. The Royal White Stallion. This was a side quest I was originally going to be saving for another place in time. Well, not another place, because it's all being uploaded on this channel. But to take care of the side quest, we need to go just a little bit further this way into a whole other region, and we don't have that place opened up on our map yet. And I made a note for myself on my Let's Play notes to wait until both maps were open. But we're already here anyway, and we don't actually have to go that far to take care of the thing. Sir, thank you. Man, I just always hate people like that in traffic who are just trying to always get ahead of you, and it's like, do you really need to be there 2 seconds faster than me? Going across a Manhala Bridge, a reference to one of the bosses in the original Zelda game, and one of the more annoying bosses in Hyrule Warriors, we want to continue on over towards this direction. Now, on the corner of the screen, you may have already noticed that the map is a little bit different than what it usually is, because this is what the map is going to look like when it's filled in. Now, the reason why I have this on screen right now is because this might be useful for people who have already reached the tower in this region. When we do open up the tower in this place, I will be making a point to demonstrate where exactly this horse is going to be located on the map again, just in case, you know, people forget at this point in the video. I don't know. I just like being nice. We go over this way, and in this area next to that giant fountain, and next to the giant fountain with the horse statue, we'll be going over there in a moment, but in this area, on Safula Hill, there's the white horse. come on, I wasn't being that loud. The Shiko armor might be a good idea in this place, because this horse gets scared easily, so you definitely want to be careful with this. Now, there is a certain ability a little bit later in the game that, without spoiling too much, lets you jump really high. So if you have that, that's very useful for trying to tame this pony. But hopefully, at some point in the near-ish future, we'll be able to get to the pony. Come on. Who's a cute little pony? Who's a cute little pony? Don't mind me. Don't be afraid. I'm just a talking sponge is all. And this is a big reason why I wanted to have a lot of stamina before going into this area, because this pony could use a lot of stamina when we're trying to tame. Yeah! Yeah! We got a pony! So, this is the Royal White Horse. I don't know why I called it Royal, because it's just called a White Horse in the Hyrule Companion, but this is the White Horse, and it's going to be awesome. It has 5 things of a stamina, but it's not that strong, so if you're not careful, then it probably will die easier than a regular horse, so you definitely want to watch out for that. But I don't follow my own advice. I like to live life to the extreme. Let's do it! Mountain climbing pony, away! Mush! Mush! Mush!
Probably wasn't a good idea. This is a bus commentary. This is a song we sing when we fast forward, cause it takes a while to get the pony off the mountain. Oh yeah! Buy my album, available on Gator Store. Coming soon to the James Rose Plus.
Okay, I did that mostly to try and get down there faster, but when I go to edit this video, I want to time that to see just how long it took to get down the mountain that way, rather than just, like, you know, going down the normal way. But, yeah, what I was trying to say is that this pony probably isn't the best for combat and things like that, but it is really fast. Like, it's easily the fastest horse in the entire game. It's the only one that has 5 things of stamina, which is very useful, and this is primarily going to be the one that we'll be using going forward. And I have a very special name in mind for this one. So without further ado, let's get over to you. Actually, let's go talk to the guy over here so we can finish the side quest. Excuse me. There we go. What? You found the white horse? Well, register it and bring it here! Oh, I see. I was trying to be nice and talk to you first, but no. You want me to register the pony? I see how it is. Looks like you got yourself a new steed. You want to register it? Yup. Gotcha. Sir, this is the one? Yup. No, not a problem. We charge registration fee to help support our conservation efforts. The fee also gets you a locally made saddle and bridle for your horse. The fee is 200 rupees, is that okay? Please enter a name for your horse. So, we've had the tradition throughout the entire Let's Play where we named our ponies after food. And I've been saving a very special one in mind for the white horse. Are you sure you want to name this horse Eggnog? Yep. Your registration is complete. Would you like to take your new horse with you? Alright, we'll take Toast into our care. Raisins in a toast. Raisin toast at Waffle House. What? You brought the royal family's white horse? Well, I'll be. Grandpa wasn't lying. Son, you just made my life. Staying alive in this godforsaken land may just have been worth it after all. I've got a surprise for you. My grandpa handed this down to me, and now I'm handing it down to you. I present to you the royal family's saddle and bridle, custom fitted for the white royal horse. So I wasn't entirely wrong when I called it a royal white horse. The royal saddle, the shimmering emblem design of the saddle, signifies its origins within the Hyrulean royal family. They say Princess Zelda herself once used this saddle for her own beloved horse. And the royal bridle. This bridle is well known for being a favorite of the Hyrulean royal family. Its gold ornaments ornamentations. What kind of word is ornamentations? Leave an impression, but its true value lies in its solid craftsmanship. The white horse that Princess Zelda rode, the one my grandfather told me about when I was little. The sight of the princess riding atop the right horse was supposed to be a beauty beyond words. There's no doubt about it. This horse is the grandchild of that horse of so long ago. So beautiful, so pure. The Royal White Stallion complete. And what's this guy painting now? Can we zoom in or no? Never mind. You're painting the forest. That's pretty cute. That's pretty cool indeed. So yeah, we got a new saddle and birdo that we can use on any horse that we want. That's pretty awesome. Now, we did finish almost everything in the outskirts stable, but there's actually one more side quest there that we intentionally didn't go after. Now, this one requires us to have the Master Sword if you talk to a girl named Eliza, but I decided not to go for it in this video because I'm saving it for much later down the line when we actually do have the Master Sword. So, we're not going to be taking care of that right now, but just know that it is indeed there. So as we head off into this direction, I have a huge warning for anybody who wants to try and keep this horse. Do not sell it to that one guy in the Gerudo Valley area that you could sell horses to. Don't ever sell this horse to him because you will never ever get it back. There's another rare horse out in the wild somewhere in this world that we will find, and there'll be a card on the corner of the screen that will take you to that video when it is uploaded. I was considering getting both of them in one video, but decided not to because the other one's a little bit out of the way. So, just know, don't ever sell either of the rare horses to that guy, because you will never ever get them back. And now we've arrived at the Senadin Park Ruins. This is a very nice fountain. I could just see myself just like sitting next to it and playing on my Switch and like maybe throwing a coin in there. Like I would be all cliche and say, oh, I'd read a book there, but honestly, I don't like reading a book near fountains like that because I'm always afraid the pages are going to get wet. But I'm fine with playing my Switch or Game Boy or whatever because that makes all the logic. And this area just looks so cool! I remember finding this area on the first playthrough and it was awesome! And without further ado, let's recall.
Be sure to take the time to soothe your mount. That's the only way it will know how you truly feel. Your advice was quite helpful, thank you. And this little one and I are getting along quite well now. At first, I wasn't sure if I should outfit him with all of the royal gear. I thought maybe he should have to earn it first. But it works. He wears it like a true natural. I'm trying to be a bit more empathetic. Benefit of the doubt, you know? See that mountain? That's Mount Lanayru. It takes its name from the goddess of wisdom. Lanayru's decree is very specific. It says no one is allowed under the age of 17. For only the wise are permitted a place upon the mountain. I've prayed at the spring of courage and at the spring of power, yet neither awoke anything inside me. But maybe up there. Perhaps the spring of wisdom, the final of the three, will be the one. To be honest, I have no real reason to think that will be the case. But there's always the chance that the next moment will change everything. Tomorrow is my 17th birthday. So then I shall go and make my way up the mountain.
that is my personal favorite memory in the game. It was one of the first ones that I came across on my first playthrough of the game, and one of the first ones that I saw that had Zelda in it, and that was a very strong first impression on what Zelda was going to be like in this game. And this game and Skyward Sword are both tied for having my absolute favorite version of Princess Zelda herself, and I just absolutely love Zelda in this game. She's always really cool, and I think her voice actress does an amazing job. One memory that I have about this place, though, that always kind of sticks out in my mind whenever I think about this memory, has to be that line where Zelda talks about how nobody under the age of 17 is permitted to go because only the wise are allowed on Mount Lanayru. When I heard that the first time, my first thought was, what are you talking about? I was an idiot when I was 17. So I'm taking care of all of that, we're in this video off here. So thank you all so much for watching this episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. The options are where I go next, you can go to the next video in the playlist where we'll be continuing down the road to see what further lies ahead. You can also return to either the Wasteland or the Gerudo regions to finish off the side quests over there, or completely ignore everything and go straight for Calamity Ganon. So thank you all so much for watching this episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I believe to you, and where would you like to go to next?